PMAC Movies back, baby, for a brand new PMAC Movies haul video. It's been a while since I've just done a regular haul video. I did the Steelbook video, which has gotten, I think, over 2,000 something views, or three. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3,000. 2, I think. 2,000 views. I will show those again today as part of the regular haul. I did have a comment on a recent video where somebody mentioned something about the movies behind me being green screen, and I don't know if it was serious or not. I mean, it didn't seem like it was joking. It might have been on it might have been on that Steelbook video. So, like, you know, there's a lot of people who don't actually watch my videos who just watch that one. So it's kind of amusing. Yeah, it's a green screen behind me, guys. I mean, I'm all into conspiracies and stuff, but that's a little bit strange. So we're gonna be taking a look today. It's been a while, like I said, since I did a regular one, so I don't know what I've shown, what I haven't. I think most of this stuff I haven't shown. I have a Kino Lorber sale order, a Hamilton book order that I received yesterday. I haven't totally sorted everything out. Let's take a look at those Steelbooks first. So I made that video that got, I believe, like over 2,000 views. So, you know, one of my most popular videos of all time, if not most, just because of what it was, I guess. Now, I'm going to put this out there too. These are really like hit or miss. I have not found any other titles other than what I found in that video. When I first found those, I thought I'd end up finding more. There's people finding a lot of good stuff. You know, I even made a list of ones that I was looking for. Pretty disappointed that there's a lot that I wasn't able to get. If you're able to find some of these and help me out as far as maybe doing a reasonable trade, or, you know, me just sending you the money plus shipping, whatever. But I was looking for like Hitman's Bodyguard, the John Wick's on 4K, Knives Out, Midway, Moonfall, Requiem for a Dream, Terminator 2, Warm Bodies. The one I wanted the most was Universal Soldier. I would have been really excited just to add that one on top of what I've already got. All on 4K. I wasn't looking for any of the Blu-ray Steelbooks, just the 4K ones. I think it was reported somebody found like Fall on 4K too. Sound pretty rare, but that one I would definitely like. 3 from Hell I would be interested in, but you know, that Universal Soldier would be awesome. Dirty Dancing I had on here, but it wouldn't have been like a real priority. Like if somebody had it, I definitely would have wanted it. But so, you know, if you're willing to help PMAC Movies out, I could purchase them for cost plus shipping, do a trade. Would really appreciate it. But it seems like it's pretty hard for people to find these. There's a few people that seem to be having much better luck. But PMACmovies@yahoo.com if you want to help out me find movies. Especially that Universal Soldier. Man, I was really hoping to find that one. But let's take a look at what PMAC did get since our last one. Well, I was going to show those Steelbooks real quick because I already made the video. So Sicario, one of the nicer ones. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I didn't get the first one, but I got that one. Belly, 4K. Chaos Walking, 4K. Spiral, 4K. Saw, 4K. And the one I was most excited about, Total Recall, 4K. So really, you know, glad to be able to find what I did find. You know, some people aren't even able to find that, but then there's been some people that have found a lot more. Lucky them. But yeah, if you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it. If not, then Tough shit, P-Mac. So just a bunch of things here. I did place a Kino order. I do want to say now, so I've found out some new information. Sounds like it's probably accurate. It sounds like there's just one facility in Mexico doing, and that's the only one in North America making discs. So they supply discs for Criterion, Scratch Factory, Kino, and oh boy, is the quality control just brutal. I got 6 discs from Kino. 6 discs. 4 of them had scratches, with 2 of them being significant over the disc issues, significant scratching. One of them had a pretty long scratch, probably close to about an inch long scratch. And then another one had a smaller scratch. So let's take a look at what I got. No 4Ks, all Blu-rays. I don't think I have a 4K setup that's good enough to even enjoy 4K. Plus, I'm not like it's more about enjoyment of the movie for me. So we got this is actually the movie I was looking forward to the most out of this whole sale, was to be able to get Suspect Zero on Blu-ray. This does have a 4K. I don't think that the enjoyment of the movie is going to go up at all with the 4K. But I was glad to be able to get this with the slipcover, $9.99. This is from 2004. It's 99 minutes. As far as critical reviews, very, very poor. It is kind of like a 7 type of movie. It's got like an interesting kind of twist to it. And it's got good star power in it. You know, you got Aaron Eckhart, Ben Kingsley, Carrie-Anne Moss. I think this is underrated. I'm not saying that this is a great movie, but I think it's a solid, for me, it was 3.5 Slippies out of 5. Now, this one did have a scratch, but it was, out of the 4, it was the least significant. It was on the outside of the... Actually, it's a pretty long scratch. But, I mean... Their quality control's just awful. It's, this scratch on this is, it's a good over a 1/2 inch scratch. But I found with Kino, if you contact them about 2 movies out of your order, they'll just send you replacements. If I did more than 2, they'd want them back and then send them, which is just kind of a pain. So I figure I'm just going to complain about 2. The other ones, the discs will probably play fine, which this one did. And I did enjoy the movie. So it says it comes from a brand new HD master from a 4K scan. I don't know, is a person a fan of the movie that much, of Suspect Zero, that they need the 4K? Is the enjoyment of the movie that much better? I doubt it, but I could be totally wrong on that. The quality of that was very solid, I thought. And it's kind of a, dark kind of, it's a killer movie. So it's kind of, I don't know, a pristine look to it might even kind of mess with the feel of the movie a little bit. But glad to be able to get that. Layla's out there barking. Then we got Monster Squad. So they also did a 4K... brand new HD master from a 4K scan of this one. Also available was the 4K. They did not advertise it as having the slipcover. It does have the slipcover. So a lot of people, it seems like, are getting the slipcover, but it's going to run out soon, apparently. Did watch this one and enjoy it. I wasn't totally focused on it. I had some company over. It's from 1987, 82 minutes. I had seen it before. It's a pretty fun kind of... I don't know, it's like kind of a horror comedy kind of thing. Not even really, I don't even know if you'd consider it horror. But the thing with this one was the 4K was $17.99. The Blu-ray here, I think it was $8.49. There is a documentary that they left off the Blu-ray, which I didn't know. And if I knew that, I still probably would have went with the Blu-ray. That's less than half the price. And I don't really care about having the 4K of it. I'm fine with just the Blu-ray. And it does have a Monster Squad Forever documentary. There's another, I think it's an older documentary that the other one has that this one doesn't, but I'm not going to watch it. So it really doesn't matter in the overall scheme of things. Up next, this is a movie I had never heard of. I looked into it. I needed to get over 50 for free shipping. And this was one that seemed interesting to me. One of the few that had what appeared to me to be a mint disc. Shockingly, which Monster Squad disc, it had like little dots all over, and then it had a bunch of scratches too. So they're sending me another Monster Squad. So Valmont is the one that had a mint disc. Looked like a movie that me and Chermy could watch together. Like it's set in classic times, and there's some sort of drama, some affairs or something going on. It's from 1989, 137 minutes. Sounds like it's a pretty good movie. Milos Forman, who also did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Amadeus, and Man on the Moon. Colin Firth is in this, along with Annette Bening, Meg Tilly, Fairuza Balk, and some people I don't know. So glad to be able to get that one. Me and Chermy will have to watch that. Then I got what's supposed to be like a Mad Max ripoff. It is Neon City here on Blu-ray. Now, Valmont and Neon City, both $9.99. Neon City, the disc is rough. It's rough. It's got those like circular scratches on it. And I actually, you can see all those. Those fingerprints are from the factory. Those are from the factory. There's fingerprints all over it. And then you can kind of see the circular scratching right there. But yeah, you can see that's, I mean, the quality control is just brutal. Those scratches, and then there's fingerprints all over this thing. It's yay! Can't even put it into words. So that was the roughest one of all of them. Then I got Split Image. I believe the disc of this one was quite good. Not totally sure about the movie. This was one of the ones I definitely wanted to get after looking into it. It is 2 Days in the Valley. I believe it's considered like a neo-noir, 90s neo-noir, which I like to be able to get those for sure. And quite the cast. You know, you got Danny Aiello, Jeff Daniels, Terry Hatcher, James Spader, Eric Stoltz, Charlize Theron. And then this one was scratched, but it was one of the two that I considered not super significant. Now the scratch on this one is actually not, it's long, but it's, when it gets into the actual red material, it's kind of lighter, so it's not that bad. You can't even see it there because of the glare, but it's actually probably not, in this lighting, I can see it's still like over a half-inch scratch, but the actual scratch is pretty thin, pretty light, I would say. Still unacceptable, but at this point, you're going to be driving yourself insane trying to get mint discs from Criterion, Kino, Scratch Factory. The factory they use is just brutally bad. I did get a gift from Joe Masiello. I feel like maybe I talked about this already. It was one that I think he enjoyed, and I didn't have it, and I told him, send it over for a review, Joe, kind of sarcastically, and he sent it over for a review. Orphan First Kill, got the slipcover. Enjoyable movie. I gave it 5 slippies out of 5. Nothing great, but it kept me entertained. I didn't fall asleep during it. Those are good things right there. From Disney Movie Insider, so this was free. I got Lindsay Lohan and Herbie, Fully Loaded. Look at her, so cute and innocent back then. What the hell happened? Herbie, fully loaded there, fully loaded. And then we got another one from Disney Movie Insiders. It is Cinderella here on 4K with nice slipcover. But so to be able to get those for free is nice. Not necessarily movies that I'll cherish in my collection, but the Cinderella is like a nice package, and I heard that the transfer is one of the better Disney ones. I don't know if I showed this one. I got it a while ago. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it or not. It is Shaolin Plot here, the limited edition. I know that oldies.com and MVD had just a great sale on on some of these Shaw Brothers, you know, and Asian movies is really, really great prices. But I didn't have enough for free shipping, and shipping was going to be pretty significant. I didn't want enough movies. It just, I couldn't do it basically because I already had most of, you know, everything in there. But there was some great deals. This one was from Target. It was a pre-order from Target. So we got, I don't think it's been a while. I've had these for a while, but I don't think I ever showed them. Shout Select had a sale, or Shout Factory, Shout Select sale, I should say. Scratch Select, anyone? So I got enough for free shipping there too. Including a movie that I've wanted for a little while. It is The Core here on Blu-ray. I looked into the 4K, the Blu-ray. It sounded like the Blu-ray was a better package as far as some people even thought that the transfer was better, the picture quality was better, but better extras on this one, special features. So I went ahead and got this. It was pretty affordable. I don't remember the exact price. I did get a scratch disc. Scratch Factory sent me another one. So when they sent me a few. They sent me some Slaughter Massacre movies too that were scratched. They send it in this, and it's too tight. It wrecks them. So I've kind of realized that all these Shout Select, you know, it's got scratches. It's got, I mean, this one's got more scratches I think than the original one. This one's got scratches all over it, and then it has like that stuff when it's packed in there tight. A lot of these will get those little like marks on the disc, which, you know, that can cause them to not play. But, you know, it's just dealing with these scratched discs is just a headache. You know, the original disc I got is actually better, I would say. So I'm just going to go with that one. I also got Simon Pegg in A Fantastic Fear of Everything. Wasn't too sure about this one, but decided to just go ahead and get it. It was the best price I had ever seen it for. I also had like a 10% off code, so I got 10% off their sale price. We got Macon County Line here on Blu-ray. I believe this was $9.99. This one was quite cheap. I don't remember the exact price if it was $9.99 or a little bit less. The Road to Wellville. It sounded like it was pretty well regarded. It has Anthony Hopkins, Bridget Fonda, Matthew Broderick, John Cusack, Dana Carvey. So I went ahead and got that. We got this one basically because it has one of my favorite actors in it, Ethan Hawke. Also, Philip Seymour Hoffman is Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. This was a few bucks more. This might have been like $15, but it was the cheapest I'd seen it for. I have watched this movie. I have the DVD. Didn't love it when I watched it, but I wanted to give it another chance. And, you know, it has Ethan Hawke, so I wanted it in the Blu-ray collection. And then I got Jeff Goldblum and Michelle Pfeiffer, Into the Night here, directed by John Landis. Sounded like a pretty good movie. Sounded like the transfer of this one might not be great, but I do tend to like movies like this. It sounds like kind of like maybe an action comedy sort of thing. So up my alley there. So that was the Scratch Select sale. And actually, I think that one was the only scratch disc I had, so pretty good. Probably, I'm wondering if maybe like a bunch of those were probably manufactured before they switched to Mexico or something. Or maybe the standards of the Mexican the factory have gotten worse since then, because it's very shocking to only get scratches on one of those discs. I did get some from Goodwill. I bought some from Goodwill. It looked like somebody had donated a bunch of Blu-rays. Now, their prices aren't that great anymore. It's $3 for a DVD, $4 for a Blu-ray, but, you know, it's still better than I can get anywhere else. So I got, this is a movie that I know I had it. It is Entrapment with Sean Connery. I'm not sure if I sold this one when I kind of started wanting to downsize, or maybe I wasn't working at the time. Or it might be in a bin somewhere, either in the closet or down cellar, because I checked my shelf. I could not find it. I kind of vaguely remember that I may have sold this, so I got it again for $3.99. It's like an early Blu-ray, so it's nothing great, but I definitely like to have these movies, you know, 90s and early 2000 movies. Then we got for $3.99 An Officer and a Gentleman. I think this one might have been at Walmart for like $5 before, and I didn't get. I should have got that one because, you know, this copy's not in great shape. But for $3.99, I Will Beer. This might even have some. Looks like they wipe off some scratches, but looks like they're not really scratches. They're just little things that brush off. So I like Richard Gere. So I got that one. This is a movie I do have on DVD. I remember liking it when I used to be into war movies. I decided to grab it because I may never find it this cheap again. It is We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson. Love some Mel Gibson. $3.99. I beard myself. This one I've had on DVD, but never on Blu-ray. It is the little Blu-ray book edition, digibook edition, I guess, of Driving Miss Daisy. I remember this being on TV and stuff, but definitely haven't seen it in a long time. And probably never saw the full movie. You know, you got the little book here. They don't really do these books anymore, do they? And then the Blu-ray. So to be able to get that for $3.99 was, I thought, a pretty solid bargain. I think that's all I've gotten from Goodwill. I did get a couple other pre-orders that I pre-ordered during Target sales. I don't recall showing these before, but it is The Shining, the one with Peter Weber? Oh, Steven Weber is his name. Steven Weber's in this one. I remember this being on TV and really freaked out by the woman in the one room. I forget what room it is. Is it 207? 207 or so? I can't remember, but she's creepy. She creeps out adult PMAC too. Scratch Studios through Warner Brothers. 4.5 hours. This was I remember this being like a TV event back when it was on. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 nights. But glad to be able to get this one. I doubt it's like super pristine looking. It says new 2K scan from the Interpositive. So the best it's ever been, I would think. And with that one, I also pre-ordered from Arrow Video. We got The Shootist here on Blu-ray. I did watch this one since I got it. Since Arrow sent it to me for review, baby. I wish. No, I actually had to buy this one from Target. So this was a decent movie. It's like more of a drama type of thing. It's not like a real action packed, but it was pretty solid. Probably 3.5 slippies out of 5. Consider solid. The James Cameron movies. I don't know if you've heard about this, but Disney released the James Cameron 4Ks. Breaking it here first on PMAC Movies. Everybody and their mother bought these, and their grandmother. Yeah, everybody bought these. So the best one, as far as picture quality, The Abyss, which I think it's interesting too. You take a look at these reviewers, or people who make Blu-ray videos that are more popular, that get free ones more so, generally trying to stick on the positive side about these. Then you got a guy who makes excellently thorough videos. You can tell takes it super seriously. Maybe a lot of people from PMAC Movies haven't heard of this guy. If you go over to his channel, tell him PMAC sent you. It is Damn Fool Idealistic Crusader. Really, really in-depth, very in-depth video. I mean, he'll do a review video for a movie or box set or a bunch of movies that's over an hour and a half, 2 hours long. I mean, it's very in-depth, very serious about it. And he talks about what a travesty these are. And other releases too. You know, he's very like he's noticing a lot of things that a lot of these other people. And when somebody's getting sent movies for free to review, how can you really trust that person? Because I've seen it before where people do, you know, give release some harsh criticism, and the company doesn't send it movies anymore. Good luck, baby. So, you know, you got shield channels out there saying, just be positive. We got these releases. Just be positive. Don't worry that they're, you know, they're horrible transfers or whatever. Which, you know, to be honest, my enjoyment of them wasn't killed because of that, because I'm not like super OCD when it comes to picture quality, but it's these corporation or companies that are pushing things to be worse, whether it be music, movies, this, that. You know, you got these smaller companies or boutique companies doing good jobs, of course, Vinegar Syndrome and, you know, all them. But these big corporations shitting on some of their big-time movies. He also has a video on, like, the Damn Fool Idealistic Crusader has a video on the Godfather movies that they were just, the 4K of them is revisionist. So definitely concerning there, but I got the movie for free, baby, so I'm going to say good things about it, so they keep sending the freebies. Aliens we got, which probably your Blu-ray is good enough. I did watch the 4K, and I enjoyed it good enough. It's just some things, you know, if you watch a really good transfer for an old movie, I mean, I watched an old Italian 70s movie yesterday, and it's like amazing how good they could make it look. And you watch something like that, you watch something like this, and it's like, why couldn't they make this look pristine with all the details? They did, you know, all that AI BS. So True Lies is the one where you really notice it the most. But it's the best this has ever looked. So just be positive. Don't be negative. Be happy. Don't be critical of Disney. Keep the freebies coming, baby. PMAC don't get freebies. But while I am glad to be able to get, especially True Lies and Abyss, they give you the positive that, yeah, you got it, but then you can't really fully enjoy it because they make it bad, which I think a lot of stuff is bad on purpose, including movies. They make them bad on purpose, baby. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? I mean, look at like classic music versus what music now. What's better? I mean, there was classic good songs. They're doing that to movies too. They have the top talent in the whole world. You take a look at a movie like Madam Web. They have access. Sony, whoever's making this movie, they have access to hire the best people to make this movie. And it's whatever the hell that thing was. I mean, it was fairly entertaining, but there's a lot of shit in it that don't make any sense. It could have been way better with the characters and everything. Blatantly bad on purpose, in my opinion. Blatant. You can't tell me that they're doing the best they can with this stuff. But let's continue, because... So what I'm saying is I think they're doing that with this sort of stuff too. They're starting to degrade things, making it worse. Why would they do that, PMAC? They're just out to make money. They just want to make money. Everything's not about money, I'm telling you. If you take a look at what happened with the beer bug situation, money was just handed out everywhere. So if a corporation is in, baby, they can just be given money. I mean, it's so obvious now that that's the way it works. But people are like, it's all about money, baby. It's all about money. All right, let's continue. I also got Wish from Disney Movie Club. So I got all these from Disney Movie Club. It was quite reasonable price. It looks like no more Disneys. I got some from Amazon. I got Mad City. This got pretty cheap. I got that for around $10. It's a Warner Archive collection. You got some John Travolta and Dustin Hoffman. I got this one. This one was around $10. It was Diary of a Hitman. This is like an MGM one. Forrest Whitaker and Sherilyn Fenn from Twin Peaks is in this one. Colors also dropped in price. I think this was like $10.99. Colors with this was directed by Dennis Hopper. It has Sean Penn and Robert Duvall. A cop movie there was a beer me. And the rest of these are Hamilton Book, baby. Let's do it. Hamilton Book. Okay, let me just move some things around here. If you pile up movies, what I find is you want to have the most valuable ones with slipcovers on top. Because if you pile them up too much, they are going to get indented on the bottom especially. So keep that in mind. Or not. Doesn't really matter to me. Just trying to help out. So this was definitely the most expensive thing in the set. And I had pre-ordered this from Target. For after tax, it was like $37 and change. They haven't shipped my copy yet. It's been out for a couple weeks now. Hamilton Book had it for $45. I wanted to make sure I got it. It is the Bounty Hunter trilogy. I really like this actor who is in the Lone Wolf and Cub movies that Criterion put out. What is the actor's name, you may ask? Don't remember. But he's the star of the show. I don't remember what his name is. It says inspired by James Bond and spaghetti westerns. Bounty Hunter. I did watch part of the first one. I was quite sleepy though, so I fell asleep. But glad to be able to get those. A little bit more than I wanted to pay, but what can you do? It looks like, that's not going to last for like big sales or anything. It's selling pretty well, it appears. For $5, I got The Man Who Killed Don Quixote. This is a Terry Gilliam movie. Got that one. Foreign movie. A Bluebird in My Heart. This had been on the site for a while before, actually. Decided to get it in this order. It's a fairly small order. This is a movie that I remember really loving when I watched my DVD of it. I don't know that I would like it as much anymore, but decided to go ahead and get the Blu-ray of Closer. Hopefully I don't think I already have this. Directed by Mike Nichols. It is Julia Roberts, Jude Law, Natalie Portman, Clive Owen. I think I liked this sort of like thing more back then, but now I'm not sure. We'll see. We got a little action with Antonio Banderas, Kate Bosworth in The Enforcer. Looks like it might be kind of a fun action throwback kind of movie. This is another what is it? Screen Media. So Screen Media also did this one. I think this was Screen Media. Yeah. This one I was excited to get this one. I might actually go down and watch this now because Charmy's off to church. It is The Cursed, which is apparently a werewolf movie, and it sounds, for this kind of like low budget indie sort of thing, put out by Decal, sounds quite good. So I was glad to be able to get it for $5. It does have the slipcover, which the slipcover's in decent condition besides right there. But I had asked the owner of Hamilton Book about the slipcovers regarding these, and he said that they weren't, you may or may not get one, and they look pretty rough. So I was glad to get one in decent condition. It's been out for quite a while too, so what can you really expect? So glad to be able to get this one. It didn't sell out because that wasn't in this recent update. It was actually in a previous update. Only a couple of these were from the recent update. I had a few that I had my eyes on. He was supposed to do some price cuts, but he ended up not doing them. But still got a nice little haul. There were some of those Decal ones that I wanted, and I was like, they're not going to sell out. They'll be around. Usually when they put something up there for $4.95 or whatever, it means they got quite a few copies of it. I'll be fine. Well, 3 of the ones that I wanted sold out, so that kind of sucked. But, I mean, if I really wanted them that bad, I should have ordered them. So, and I'm like, there'll probably be another opportunity to get them. So I'm not broken up about it. They weren't like, that big of a deal. So, but I think that's everything. So thanks for watching PMAC Movies. Reach out about the steelbooks if you have any that you may be able to help me with. I'd really appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed the green screen behind me. It looks real, baby. It looks real. It looks real. I don't really have any movies. I'm actually in like a basement of a dungeon making this video. So, we'll see you next time on PMAC.